All right, hello everyone, hello Formula One fans, and especially Nicholas Latifi fans. We're here today on the Project Apex Racing League podcast, which is episode 2 now. After the first one was a banging success, nonetheless, we're here today joined by a guest, and his name is Sumi. Say hi, Sumi.
Yo,
There you are. He's a driver currently signed for Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. He was driving
Yes.
for Alfa Romeo for season 1. So, Sumi, I want to ask you first question. First of all, let's start it up. How was season 1? What was the experience as we're going like into the final race of the season?
mid.
Mid. That just nothing like what good moments did you have? Like you definitely have some like good moments with the team. You cooperated with them very good, I think. Well, like what's on the
Like,
strategizing part?
for strategies, it was just me, myself, and I. Um,
Wait,
in terms of races,
you were strategizing
yeah,
all the things by yourself? No engineer?
yeah. So, what I'll
Oh,
do is outside race, I'm just making my strategy. That's it.
that's all right. Seems simple. What
Oh,
was what was the fight about the World Constructors Championship? Because your Alfa Romeo did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like you guys pulled up ahead of like a lot of teams. You had a great head start. I think at some point even you guys were number 1, if I'm not even wrong, when I was calculating points. So what happened? Why did you go? Why did Ferrari get ahead so much?
We didn't have a secure Q2, number two, so we ended up losing loads of points because there were like multiple races. I was the only one just doing the races, and that caused me to leave the team. Yeah. And that's why
So
we lost P1
so you
in the World
basically
Constructors.
mostly left the team because of like a lack of activity from like for a lack of I guess actions taken from your team, and like not like you don't have a teammate to go along with to help you with races and stuff, so you just decided to
Yeah, I
switch
mean
up.
they did try, but yeah, I just couldn't be bothered
All
anymore.
right, it makes sense, that's respectable. I want to ask you another thing. How do you rate like what would you rate your performance on all of the races during season 1 until now? We can't rate the last one. It has to happen, but you know, up until now, what would you say like you personally would give you as a rating?
Uh, Out of 10, I would say 8 maybe, because I did do some mistakes, but I haven't crashed on any races. I haven't been out of any races basically.
What would you say
And
was like the major, like the biggest factor that was weighing you down? Like, what was the biggest issue in your like racing?
uh, race pace maybe, because I was always behind Alex. And the only races I've won against him is when like he makes a major mistake or he's just not there.
Do you think that's like due to lack of practice, or do you think he's just like completely on skill and he's just like a better driver overall?
I just have a skill issue.
He's just kind of a skill issue, all right?
good to
Yeah.
say. Zumi, what do you say about the new update, the sprints that were adding? What do you think about it? Do you have any like pre-thoughts before we launched it?
Uh, I don't exactly see a difference, so I don't know.
Are you can form that as a question like what do you think of the current state of PRL? Because we respect everyone's opinion, as you know that we definitely listen to everyone in the Discord. We definitely don't leave anyone on red. But anyway, yeah.
Exactly.
What do you what do you think of the current state of the league?
It's better than it was before, and I think it's gonna improve, hopefully. So yeah, that's basically it.
All right. And what would you, if you have to give us an advice, because we're closing majorly like 190 something members, I think we're right now. We're majorly closing on 200. What do you think, like, as an advice yourself, you would do to like increase kind of the you can say like advertisement of the server, like make it more appealable for people and like get them interested.
Maybe like just things that fans can join, like some races where races, for example, for but only for fans, or maybe reserves as well,
I
like a
see.
fan league. Maybe I'm not sure.
A fan league. That's actually that's some something interesting I have to think about on. All right. Oh, and I have to ask, of course, because everyone has been asking too. I'm gonna give my point first on it. So the Formula Two, we I opened it. I think it was 2 months ago. 2 months ago. I think two months ago, and yeah, it didn't go as a big success. I'm not gonna lie. It My main problem with that is the Formula 2, it was designed to kind of keep up with Formula 1, and majorly I think the biggest problem with Formula 2 was most of the teams, like, they were transferring over to Formula 2. And as I was kind of seeing that progress go on, I kind of figured out, like, I don't want to lose all the players that we have already, like, as drivers in Formula One, because even as main drivers, some people wanted to just transfer, like, demote themselves to reserves and just go to Formula Two. So that was kind of my issue, and from there on, I think I just like left the league like inactive. It just completely roasted now. I don't think anything is going on the Discord. I think like a couple of people signed drivers, but that's about it. And so I want to ask both of you guys separately, of course, respect each opinion. What should I do with that? Like, should I like give it a try again and see what goes with the F2, or should I just close it and like don't try with it again? Because I'm in like a clueless right now. We'll start with Omer because I wanna as my assistant, I wanna hear your opinion first.
Okay, so I don't think you even started the league itself. You like opened the server and got the channels and people's going onto it, but the league itself never started. There's not any schedule or something like that. I think we should do 1 2 races to see like how it goes if people actually join and just give an announcement there to get the server alive.
I see. All right, Sumi, what do you think on the F2?
I'm not sure why people from this server would even go there because F2 is inferior because first of all it doesn't have prizes. The competition is like maybe it might be closer, but it's like rewarding if you win. And again, what Omer said, I didn't really see the server start or do anything. Yeah.
All right, I can see that. Um, Another issue we had. So we're a lot, and I mean a lot by behind schedule. I think we're like 2 weeks behind schedule. Maybe a third I missed, but we're so much behind schedule that at this point right now, I think this week we should have like this Saturday should have been the first season 2 race if we were on schedule. But this Saturday we're going to have the final race, which actually is really bad, and I wasn't planning on that, but it's gonna be a big problem because first of all, not only do we finish just before Christmas, which means I'll have that 2 extra weeks to work on season 2. But the thing is, whenever season 1 finishes, we finish at that time where it's holidays. It's like a straight up like 1 month full holidays, and nobody's gonna be active because of family and stuff, which is obviously like a reasonable excuse. And so we're gonna get delayed 1 month prior to already the 2 weeks that we're gonna use for updates and stuff. Um, and a major problem that we have was I did kind of start a no, you couldn't really call it a partnership, but a sponsorship with Project Apex official league, which Ek runs, and I had to DM him today because I forgot about it. So we made kind of a deal where we would get sponsorship, we would get advertisements while they're doing their races from their league, and our league would get advertised at the same time. Um, but obviously that deal, as we know, Ek involved Robux, and as you know me, as the amazing director of this league I am not good with funds. And so the Robux that were kind of like accounted to the sponsorship with Formula S, they don't exist anymore. And so that's kind of why we don't have partnerships coming in along for a big time now, which is kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's another reason why we're a lot behind schedule. Because I was planning a lot of stuff from like expanding the league, 200 members. I was like, all right, we'll make a separate discourse and stuff, which is actually something that I'll talk about in the future. Because right now, obviously, we can't do it. But yeah, it's kind of a break deal. And so while we're on the team of a break deal, I want to ask you guys, what do you think is the biggest issue in the league? Because there are a lot of issues right now that we can address them all in one podcast. That's obvious, but what do you think is the biggest issue that we have currently? We can start with
I
Omer.
should start, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'd say chat maturity and RO activity. I just hired a new RO for the last race, and he gotta get supervised. It's not like we hire him and then he is eligible to do races. He gotta start like maybe do 1 2 races with someone else, and then he can start doing races alone. So the thing is, I had a few stuff to do, and you had a few stuff to do that we couldn't be on the schedule, and we didn't had enough arrows to actually have races in time. So that's our main issue, that we're looking for arrows basically.
All right, Sumi, what's your point on that? What do you think?
Expanding on what Omar said, I think the lack of ROs is the main one. Another one would be the solidity of the rules, because in some races like Baku, like a lot of people complaining about how Omar didn't follow the 50% equals red flag rule. And the last thing would be just a lack of things that most people can do in the server other than race. So currently, all you can actually do in the server is race the main races, and that's basically it. So I think like adding something like time trials where people can post times. Like I don't really know how to say this, but like requirements such as like using 2003 cars on a certain track and post your time. That'd be interesting, I guess. Other than that, I'm not really sure as what else people could do.
So it's basically like we could add more activity in the server. We can increase like the, I guess, the more things you can do, kind of like keep them busy until we figure out stuff. I guess what I'm getting. You know what, Sumi, you're
Yeah.
actually the first of all, you are the one that uploaded the fire suits, most of them, I guess, because my thing wasn't. I don't know what was going on with it. I premium or something was glitched. I don't know the Robux thing. Yeah. Uh, and so I've been thinking for a long time. You know what? You should, after season one, I should hire you as a race official. What do you think? Are you gonna continue racing? Because I we definitely need someone actually competent on the team to help us out.
I'll probably race for one more season and then maybe become an RO, because not gonna lie, I need that Robux prize. But,
I mean,
uh,
to be fair, second place gets like what 12,500. It's not bad. I mean,
I mean that's pretty sweet, but
it is. You
Yeah,
want that
yeah,
25?
I mean probably, yeah. But probably like in season 3, I wouldn't mind becoming RO. It just depends on time, because that's like when I'm gonna be going to university, maybe next one, something like that.
I see. Omar, you wanted to
um
say something?
yeah,
All
about
right.
the rules, I think like we maybe got a, like I did in my server, I tried it. You gotta just get it out to poll to ask the people. Just as you asked when does F2 season start and how much times will be the break, things like that. Ask about when they want the yellow flag, when they want the red flag, when they want the safety car to go out, things like that, just to clarify and understand what the people actually want and not like official rules that are in F1.
See, we could do that also, but then the thing is, most people, a big problem that I think we have is that people sometimes complain a lot about how realistic the league is make. They like make a contrast between Roblox, and they say, oh yeah, that would happen in real life, but not in Roblox. The physics is different. So we had a lot of major issues about DNFs and stuff, like who crashed, who can continue. Oh, he flipped and he actually like went for a new wing or something. Like, I think that's a major problem that we should definitely work on before we get into season 2, which we'll have a lot of time. Holidays is on, we can think about it. But yeah, I think that's a pretty major issue. And the problem with that is, if we actually do that, like with choosable like safety car whenever the red flag, etc., etc., I think that's a good idea. But then again, um I think there might be some ridiculous votes from the drivers, because it's kind of biased, you know. If, for example, if a team is winning by, like, let's say 20 points, and the next team can catch up, they vote on red flag. We skip the race, and then that team loses points. You know, it's the championship goes beyond like limited. They just get kind of scammed, I guess you could say. So that's something I really have to think on, and how we're gonna fix that. But I see the idea. Yeah, I see the idea, and I actually like it pretty much. And also, I have this thing in mind, because partnerships weren't going a big much, and I was at one point I was considering like giving the league to someone else, for example, because I was thinking of like returning or whatever. Not for now, at least. But we could do a partnership between ERL, I think it was called Your League, Omer, and PRL, if you're up. I mean, it's putting out a suggestion.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
All right.
Like both leagues are pretty different from each other. Like yeah, it's pretty much different from each other. So I think we can pull this out, because you got one different thing, one another different thing, then people will be interested in joining the other thing.
It's kind of like it's a bit like it's a bigger deal of a partnership, because we can actually like kind of get ideas from each other, and not just kind of like call it as, oh, he stole from that league, etc., etc. You know, if a partnership is made, then it's all cleared up. But yeah, what else do we
Yeah.
not go for? Oh yeah, I gotta go over another point, because some people have the modlog of swear words has been filling up quite a bit recently. Whoever was watching the bot commands channel, and let me explain what's going on, because people have been actually DMing me about why did my sentence get deleted when I sent it? I just said like a word like shit. Wait, let me
Oh,
explain. Let me explain why it gets deleted.
no, please.
Discord added this new thing where Discord mod logs can now either make a custom word range where people can actually, like, for example, I wanna remove the hard R from the server. I put the hard R into a box, and it kind of like censors that whenever there's a message, it just delete it. But that's a really like that's a time consuming process, and I have to write all of the like a full list of all words that I think can be bypassed, and just like custom words that you can guys use. And so there was this option on Discord that was actually like pre-made set already of words, like 180 words or something, plus words that were already extracted. And so I turned that on, and when I turned it on, people can no longer say like stuff like shit, fuck, or whatever. Like, they couldn't say anything, and they got so mad at me. I was getting so much hate, but it's okay. Oh, Sumi getting a walk. Oh, Sumi hit the hype. All right. But yeah, that was pretty much what was going on. But yeah, we covered most points, I think, for an unexpected interview that happened from out of nowhere. I think
Yes.
it's a
I think the Discord is pretty smart. Like it put some words that if I would put it in my own, I wouldn't think. Like what Nesk just said twice.
Oh, and it's a it's a different game with Nesk. People like Nesk and Cash actually like they actually need to be locked up. It's a different game there, but
I
yeah.
didn't saw Cash typing for so long. I think Cash died or something. I think the police got him, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think something happened to that man, but hey, I'm not complaining. The chat is clear. I will say that, but yeah, um, what else? I think that's pretty much all we had to cover. I mean, would not really go over a lot of stuff. I There was something that I wanted to talk about, but I guess we'll leave it for some other time. This is like a happy Christmas edition of Project Apex Racing League. Oh yeah, also expect the Christmas special edition race for all fans, team directors, engineers, and drivers. It is coming. It is confirmed. I'm confirming it right now myself. We have a lot of votes. I already see that. So I'm gonna get it as soon as possible. I'm gonna make a bracket list. We're gonna have like a total of 8 races or something. I'm gonna schedule them all between the weeks and until like before the 24th. Before the 24th of December, we will be finished for sure. I believe that's like I confirm for me. At least I'll try.
I won't be 100% on it since I won't be. But
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make it like, for example, I'll just put like 3 races per day, like put them like 12 at 1 2 p.m. and I'll just stack them on each other, like get them all
you
the
wanna
way.
kill the drivers, bro?
I know, but I'm
The
really
driver that are driving with the mouse.
no, but the thing is, they wouldn't drive one after each other. I will make brackets. The thing is, if we put fans, team directors, and engineers into one bracket, there's a lot of people. So, for example, we do one of the brackets at 1 p.m. They finish. Then the next team of drivers, the next squad comes. We do that race, and then they finish. So I'm actually putting more work on myself that way. But it's okay. I'll figure it out. We'll make it fair. There will be a prize. I'll probably add like a Robux consolation prize. Haha. 1,000 Robux or something, 2,000. We get you something for Christmas. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it is confirmed. It is coming. That's that. All right. Anything else? I don't think. I think that was all there is. Of course, we're gonna put the outro at the end. Our special move. That was it for this episode of the podcast and interview with Mr. Sumi. Is there anything you guys want to add or?
Portugal is 2-0 on Swiss. That's not good.
Wait, is Swiss winning?
No, Portugal is winning.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say,
That's
whoa.
not good. They are gonna kick Morocco out. That's not good. I like Morocco.
All right. All right. Anyway, that's about it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode whenever it releases. See you guys, everyone. Happy holidays.